Rockstar Energy Drink Nitto Tire GR Toyota Racing Supra. Headed down into the outside zone. Now that 99 Mazda RC. It's Mazda
What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. After the aftermath of Formula Drift, just spent a good few hours hanging out with Kyle Mohan Racing and the renewable lubricants guys, and we're fixing to drive the truck all the way back home. So you saw I had a differential oil leak, so I went ahead and I didn't fix the leak, but I put more oil in it. My rust prevention plan, the exhaust is sick. Be ready for some more backfires. It's gonna be a late night, but we will be just fine. So we will see you guys back at the Rad Ranch, and hopefully not on the side of the road working on this. Where's my hat? We can't be showing people the top of my head. No one gets to see the top of my head. All right. Okay, guys, we are back in the shop to assess the damage to the rear end, which I'm really thinking is not going to be that much, maybe some rubber seal, but we're going to crawl under here and check. So the best way to rust proof, we'll continue. The best way to rust proof the underside of your truck is to let the pinion seal, sling axle grease, and differential fluid all over everything. So from here to St. Louis to back, we have officially used 1 full quart of differential fluid. And yes, it's just as smelly as you think. So up under the truck here, you can see we have rust proof, effectively rust proofed the entire bottom of the truck. My exhaust all healthy. That side not so much. You see your rotation slinging it all to the passenger side. This side's not as bad. A lot of oil cooked onto my exhaust, my nice Reese hitch. So this is the curious thing I want to check while we're down here. Hopefully you guys can see this at some point. Oh yeah. I don't know, you guys definitely can't feel that, sorry. So I don't know if you can feel it or see it. You see the pinion? I can like move it side to side and up and down. I think that the actual pinion bearing itself is wasted, and that it's not just a leaky seal, which is real unfortunate. So when I was letting off the gas, I i.e. to like slow down on the interstate. When you saw all my backfires, man, there's just oil everywhere. It was making a gnarly screeching sound from the back. Not like gnarly enough that I was gonna pull over, but like something. See, like that pinion slop. Oh, this thing is just not super happy. Anyways, I made a mess of my floor. But I was hearing this gnarly like screeching sound on D-cell, which is not entirely the best sound to hear. And I think we chooched it, guys. Unfortunately. And you know, I'm really failing at this whole reality live action drive your vehicles across the country YouTube content page because, well, we chose a seemingly unreliable vehicle in our last 2 trips, i.e. a 1970... Okay. A 1974 Mazda Rotary pickup truck and a 1976 Cosmo, and neither of them broke, guys. We drove them. I put 1,100 miles on this past weekend. The trip reset back to 147. It was at 0 when we started. And this engine freshly broken in now. No oil leaks up here. Pretty stoked for that. I did, however, okay, you guys are gonna want to hear this story. This story is hilarious. All right, so I'm driving down the road, right? That's what you do in vehicles. And I'm coming past Calvin's house. He doesn't know that this happened. He's gonna watch this video and he's gonna laugh. I'm gonna set you down so you get the whole deal here, nice and stable. All right, so I'm driving down the road, going past Calvin's house, because Saturday night after Formula Drift, instead of driving back to Nashville, I drove to my parents' house in Indiana. It was just closer, easier to stay for the night and then drive to Nashville in the morning. So anyways, what I did, we're cruising down the road, backcountry road. It's super straight, so not a big deal, but it's got some hills. And I clicked my bright headlights on at the beginning of the road. So we got about 3 miles in and the headlight fuse blows and all my lights shut off on this back road. Fortunately, I've been driving on this road since I got my driver's license, going to Calvin's house, probably before then, even then riding forward. So I knew where I was at. I pulled off into Calvin's front yard because I was right in front of his house, somehow. Knew exactly what happened. Like, I clicked the brights on, fuse probably got hot, blew the fuse. So I get out, pop the hood, pull the fuse out of the wipers, which didn't work anyways, shoved it into the headlights, kicked the headlights back on, turned the brights off, drove the rest of the day home. But at 3:42 in the morning, when that happened, I was awake at that point in time, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good story. So anyways, the recap of the weekend. Not to turn this into more of like a me talk about my fun weekend video, but that's what it's gonna be because, well, guys, I'm getting too good at putting stuff together and it didn't break. So the truck exhaust was flawless. It was super quiet. Didn't have any issues with noise all the way there. The dog wasn't all mad. It was really hot in the truck, which wasn't too bad. But the highlight of the weekend, guys, the highlight, not seeing 1,000 horsepower drift cars, not seeing, you know, Kyle Mohan's drift car, but the highlight of the weekend, okay, was after the Formula Drift competition was not quite done, but basically when Kyle got knocked out of the top 32, I went over to the pits and hung out over there. And I didn't hang out over there during the day. I didn't want to bother them, okay? They've got a job to do. They're there to race. They're there to meet the fans, meet you guys. Hopefully a lot of you guys are also fans of his stuff and love the Rotary and the Formula Drift scene. But I let him do his thing. I went and introduced myself early in the day, let him do his thing, let them all do their thing. But then after their competition stuff was over, I went over there and, you know, I'm not trying to bother anybody, but I always feel like whenever I was at an event competing in rally, it was a little bit of a pain when people always coming up and asking questions, and I'm trying to just like get my stuff done. You know, it gives you a whole new appreciation for the guys that put up like their big banners and stuff and keep people out of their pits so they can actually get stuff done. But regardless, off topic. I hung out with Kyle and his crew, his dad, his engineer, the renewable lubricants guys. We met Mike and Mike from the NGK spark plugs. Their representatives were there. And just that crew of people, super awesome, very welcoming. I love talking to those guys. We share a lot of the mindset stuff, the same goals, the same just kind of, you know, what we like and dislike, and are not entirely like our views on life, but, you know, like people attract other like people. You know, somehow, some way in the world, you end up hanging out with people that you know, are like you. So I just want to thank them for letting me hang out. Thank them for you know, spending some time chatting and hanging out and doing whatever. And it means more than you think, you know, to be welcomed into a crew like that, and be able to hang out. So I'm hoping to, in the future, it's gonna be good for you guys. Hopefully, you know, I don't want to say this, but hopefully whatever we drive gives us some more drama when we go to this event. But 7 stock is coming up in November 6th or 7th or something like that. I'd love to get out there again to hang out with the crew guys, meet these guys, meet their Rotary group out on the West Coast. So what I want you guys to do in the comments below is tell me what I should drive to 7 stock. In my mind, I'm trying to convince Calvin to let us drive the Cosmo, because that thing's comfy. We'll fix the AC in the Cosmo, road trip to 7 stock. The other thing we could do, and this is where you guys could help us out, I'm not opposed to flying out there and buying something and trying to drive it back. So we could figure that out too, but I don't really surf the web for Rotary cars anymore, because I kind of have all the ones I want. The only other one I want, I can't really like just get, and that's a 66 Cosmo, the very first one. But you know, y'all can maybe get us a good deal or something, and we'll drive it back. But anyways, comment below what your thoughts are on that. I'm definitely shifting plans around. We're not going to do the Barber track day in the RX-8 most likely, because it's the same weekend. I'm going to try to find another track day, whether it's at NCM or like Road Atlanta or something, to take the RX-8 to. Even if it's hurt, even if it's whatever, we're going to take it there. So that's not a problem. And then the other thing is that Justin convinced me. I'm just going to go ahead and buy all the parts I need to finish the rally car. I've been holding off on it because, you know, the channel's small. This doesn't make me enough money to build that car. It doesn't make me enough money to do that, to really like build engines or anything. But what it does do is allows me the ability to come out and hang out with you guys on the weekends, covers my gas, you know, to go on trips like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just bite the bullet myself personally. And I was kind of holding off so I could, you know, tinker on the RX-8, have some cash to do this, that, and the other, compete and stuff. We're doing a women's event in a couple weeks, which you guys will see. But I'm going to go ahead and just bite the bullet, order all the parts for the rally car. So next week, we're going to be starting back in on the rally car. I got front lights coming forward already this week, because that's what I'm getting started on kind of after this video. I got to finish up, tidy up the wiring on the inside of the car, which you'll see. That'll be the next video. Put all the marker lights on, and then the graphics are getting made. So get stoked for that. Get excited to see this car come to completion, to see it get, you know, the whole point of the car has been to sell it. And don't try to talk me out of it. I'm selling it. We're selling it. We're selling it. I really want to keep it, but we're selling it. And I'm excited to hopefully one of you guys buys it. Hopefully it goes for a reasonable amount of money. I'm not trying to make $1 bajillion on it, but I'm trying to use the cash from restoring this to be able to help build the channel, help build some new things here, get started on Calvin's truck, maybe put a 3-rotor in my RX-8, maybe put my Bridgeport 12A in my RX-8. But anyways, that's kind of what's all going through my head. Now, if you're a member of the Patreon, guys, I got 4 patrons. I'm pretty stoked. Those 4 people know a lot. And it's been good to really be able to talk and focus and chat with them. And I apologize to anybody who messages me not on Patreon, like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I don't get back to you in a timely manner. It's hard, even at this level, to manage all that stuff. So if you want a direct line ability to get in on stuff here that doesn't just get posted to the YouTube, definitely check out the Patreon. I appreciate every ounce of your support over there. All of that, you know, financial support that you guys give goes to creating awesome content. One of the guys that commented on one of my videos this past week is actually the video I'm doing for Thursday was an idea from him. So get stoked for that. Get stoked for some more rad formation. And I appreciate every single one of you guys at the Formula Drift Car Show. No, the Rotary truck didn't win anything, despite probably bringing the most amount of paint there. don't let it fool you. This thing's been painted a lot. It's got a lot of paint on it. We didn't win anything, but that's not the point. The point is I got to talk to probably 70 to 100 people, explain to them the rotary engine, explain to them the nuances of the truck, talk to them about their builds, RX-8s, RX-7s, all sorts of stuff. And it was one of the most fun weekends out there. And getting to meet and hang out with the Kyle Mohan crew and all of them, you know, and learn what they know, you know, about the cars and pick their brains and get to know them as people, you know, it's awesome to have them as friends. And I hope to definitely be able to hang out with them in the future. But that's the point of the channel, guys. Get to know you guys, share the information that I've got, you know, build some cool stuff, and then eventually be able to support you guys with parts and all the stuff that we want to create around here. You know, engineers build, create the ultimate problem-solving machine. So definitely, yeah, where was I going? Support us on Patreon. We appreciate it. So with that, thank you guys very much for watching the video. I apologize my truck didn't break and we didn't go roadkill and yard sell my truck down the side of the road, but I'm also happy we're here in one piece. I got to meet you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace, guys. Keep it rad. Letty! Come here! I don't know where she's at. It's raining. She's probably on the back porch sitting on the couch. Come here! You gotta say bye to everybody. This is customary now. Can you sit? Yeah, you're wet. Want to say hi? Nice to meet you. No, sit. Nice to meet you. You too. Bye. Peace, guys.